and welcome to Inside the Mountain West, powered by Campus Insiders. I'm Shae Peppler. Before we go inside the numbers, remember the number 10, as in San Diego State's latest ranking, the highest it's been in the polls since March of 2011. Taking a look at the rest of the league, the number 2 is relevant, as in New Mexico's Kendall Williams is the second player in Mountain West history to record 1,500 points, 500 assists, and 150 steals in his career, joining BYU's Jimmer Fredette. Next up is 11. Trey Coggins has now gone 11 consecutive games scoring in double figures. And how about 1,000? Colorado State's J.J. Avila has passed the 1,000 point mark. He's scored 1,008 points in 69 career games. Let's check out the men's player of the week. Honors go out to Nevada's Deontay Burton. The senior guard averaged 21.5 points with 4 rebounds and 4 assists versus Utah State and UNLV. To talk more Mountain West basketball, let's welcome in Marques Pfaff, our UNLV insider. Marques, the wins and losses in the Mountain West don't exactly point to the amount of star power in the league. We mentioned Deontay Burton being the player of the week. What kind of impact does a player like Burton have on the rest of the Mountain West Conference?
Yeah, Shae, you mentioned Burton. There's a number of guys up and down the Mountain West rosters that really stand out as difference makers. You talk about Burton, Xavier Thames becoming a household name at San Diego State. You've got Cameron Bairstow and Alex Kirk, some Twin Towers at New Mexico. I think what it does is it really creates an exciting brand of basketball that gets fans revved up and ready to come out to the arena every night. And while the Mountain West may not necessarily have fared real well against top 25 teams out of conference, I think it gives them a legitimate shot come conference tournament time and NCAA tournament time to have a star on a lot of these rosters that they can rely upon. Makes them dangerous teams in the postseason.
Well, focusing on UNLV now, Marques, the Rebels coming off a big road win over New Mexico. Prior to that W, 2 close losses. What was the answer for Coach Rice?
Yeah, it's crazy. UNLV to this point has played better on the road, 2 wins as opposed to the 2 losses at home. I think the difference last night, twofold. One, they got it done from the free throw line, 21 of 27, 78% from the stripe as opposed to their year-long 65%, something that they've really worked on in practice of late. And then a guy, Carlos Lopez Sosa, maybe not a household name to anybody but Runnin Rebel fans, really came in and gave the Rebels some solid minutes last night. To this point, he really was averaging under 5 minutes, but last night came in, gave them around 20 good minutes, did a great job on Bairstow, the star big man for New Mexico, got him into foul trouble early, and that allowed UNLV to get out on a 20-3 run at that point while Bairstow was on the bench, and that was really all she wrote. So a couple of big things, the contributions from Lopez Sosa as well as the free throw line, getting it done.
Well, looking ahead now for UNLV. Next up is number 10, San Diego State. Only 1 loss on the Aztecs' resume. How can UNLV go to San Diego and pull off the upset?
Well, it's going to be tough, but what they have to do is exactly what we just talked about. Continue to do the little things. Make your free throws, and if they can get contributions from somebody that they normally would, somebody to step up and give them some solid minutes, I think they have a good chance, despite Viejas Arena being a real tough place to play on the road.
All right, Marques Pfaff, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks, Shae.
Quick programming note, the next Mountain West basketball game on CI is San Jose State at Wyoming on January 18th. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Inside the Mountain West. We'll see you next time.